So I muted us all, but you can always unmute if you have a question or something. And today, I'd really like to work on the aura kriya, so expanding our auric space and our arc line above the crown of the head, and really doing the full times of it so that we can feel the full effects of that kriya. It's one of my favorite kriyas, and it's a little bit aerobic and challenging. So I tend to do it in very short times. But today we'll really dive in. So let's bring the palms together and just notice before rubbing them against each other, just notice any energy that you might sense in the hands. And any energy that you might sense in the body, diving inward. And begin to rub the palms together vigorously. Good, and now very lightly bring them together, barely touching, and notice the energy that you've created. And draw this energy to your heart, pressing the knuckles of the thumbs into that little divot in the heart center and lifting it up. Closing the eyelids and gazing at your third eye center. Honoring our own inner teacher, our own inner wisdom, and the teachings and teachers and wisdom that exist everywhere, connecting us all. Let's inhale together. Exhale all the way out. And inhale for Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale and suspend this breath. Exhale, release. Notice any shifts just from tuning in. And sitting up nice and tall, lengthening your spine right up through the crown. So imagine you have a beam of light from the base of the tailbone all the way up your spine through the crown of the head and it keeps continuing up into the sky. And as you breathe, energy is flowing up and down this beam of light. Curl your fingertips into the very first mounds of the hands. Stretch the thumbs up. They're going to plug into the sky as you reach the arms up 60 degrees from the horizon. Close the eyelids and gaze at the crown of the head this time, where that beam of light starts to go into the sky. You can always choose long, deep breathing here, or if it's comfortable, begin breath of fire, panting like a dog through the nose. Keep going. You're building your arc line. So all that space above the crown of the head is getting charged. The lungs are clearing. Really imagine that those thumbs are plugging up into the sky, stretching them up. Inhale deeply, bring your thumb tips to touch each other, stretch your fingers up. Squeeze the energy up your spine. Inhale even more, stretch even taller. Exhale, let your straight arms come down, passing through your electromagnetic field. And eventually touch the fingertips to the earth and notice your space. Deepening your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. You get to decide the quality of your breath. You get to decide the speed and how the transitions feel at the top and the bottom. Once you've found the perfect quality of breath for you today, you can add the mantra of Sat Nam. Inhaling, thinking Sat, and on your exhale, thinking Nam. keeping this breath as you come to standing at the top of the mat. Palms come together at the heart, big toes touch, spreading through the rest of the toes. On an inhale, sweeping the arms out and up, getting tall. On your exhale, bowing down. Moving at your own pace, inhale, flat back. Good. On your exhale, fold. Your inhale takes you all the way out and up. And your exhale brings you back to the heart. Let's do that again. This time we'll add triangle pose. Pause in your flat back for a moment. Really lengthening through your spine, reach your tailbone back. As you reach the top of the head, the crown of the head forward. Now keep this length as you bring wide fingers down to the mat and walk your feet back into triangle pose. Tuck the chin, trying to gaze towards your belly button. Let's inhale into high plank. Exhale, lowering knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale into cobra. And exhale into triangle. Beautiful wide fingers, everyone. You can, for a moment, really press into the hands, reaching that tailbone up to the sky. And then imagine that your inner armpits are trying to rotate a little bit to see each other. And see if the shoulders can glide down the back away from your ears. On an inhale, gazing forward, walk it up, flat back. Exhale, folding. Inhale all the way out and up. Palms touch, exhale them to the heart. Inhale, gathering energy, reaching up. Exhale, bring it down all the way through the body to the earth. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, walk it back, triangle pose. Find that alignment in the shoulders. And keep it as you inhale into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Stay here. Really glide those shoulders down the back. Elbows are slightly bending. Your tail and your pubic bone are pressing down as you lift the heart. Good. Tuck the chin. One more breath. On an exhale, tuck the toes. Lift the hips up. Triangle. On an inhale, gaze it forward, walk it up into a flat back. Keep that length as you exhale and fold. Your inhale takes you all the way up. And your exhale brings you back to the heart. Back to where we began. Bend the knees slightly and lean onto your right foot. Step your left foot back into warrior, 45 degrees. Good. And now reach the hands forward, the palms are touching. If you want to be, this is a modification, if you want to be a little bit closer to the real pose here, then you can lift the back heel and be here. If you want to be in the full expression of this pose, then you're actually on the top of the back foot. Okay? So find the right position for your foot. Palms are touching in front of you. You're gazing a little bit above the thumbs. And we'll chant Sat Nam, drawing the navel back on Sat, releasing it on Nam. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam. Inhale deeply. Exhale, step it up. Bend the knees, leaning onto your left foot. Step the right foot back. You can come into warrior, have the heel up, or full expression. If you're in that full expression, make sure that your front knee is at a 90-degree angle like this. Good. Inhale to begin. Sat Nam, 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 Sat. Inhale deeply. Exhale, step it up. And stand tall in mountain. Let's come into our Kriya. So first, you can pass through tabletop and just sink back into child's pose. Let your forehead come down. And just take a couple of breaths here. Good, and now on an inhale, lift the gaze. And come into a perfect tabletop where your hands are underneath the shoulders and your knees are underneath the hips. Wide fingers. And I'll show you a modification first. So first modification is you bring the knees together and you reach the right leg back and up. And as we inhale, we have straight arms, and as we exhale, we bend the elbows a little bit, bringing the head towards the earth, okay? And we're going to do push-ups here. So this is a great way to do it. The full expression is you come into triangle pose, and then you lift that right leg up. Inhale with straight arms, exhale, the elbows bend slightly. Okay, so come into your pose. And then inhale, Sat, exhale, Nam. Keep it going. You can always take a break and then come back in. Good, everyone. It's nice to have a spot that you're gazing at on your mat. Beautiful. Just a tiny bit longer. 15 seconds. Inhale deeply, reach through those right toes. Exhale, relax in child's pose. Third eye center, resting on the earth. And take a deep inhale, lifting the gaze. Exhale, coming into tabletop. If you're doing the modification, bring your knees to touch and then lift the left leg. Or you can tuck the toes, come into full triangle, and then lift your left leg. Inhale, straight arms, exhale to bend. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. If you take a break, just imagine yourself continuing. Ten seconds. Inhale deeply, reach through those left toes. Exhale, let them down, relax in child's pose. Let it all go. One vertebrae at a time, roll it up. And come to seated on your cushion. So make sure that your hips are slightly elevated. Sitting bones are equal. And reach your left arm straight out in front of you. And then take your right wrist underneath the left and wiggle these right fingers. Try to wrap these right fingers over your left hand. Good. That looks perfect. Keeping the elbows straight. We're going to inhale them up, but not over the head. And then exhale, chop them down in front of your heart center. Let's go. You can close the eyes, make your navel point nice and strong so your upper body stays steady. Powerful breath. You are expanding your space. You can keep it going. I'm just going to talk to you for a second. You're expanding your space and you're releasing any karmatic ties that might not be serving you. You don't have to know what they are. Last 30 seconds. Ten seconds. Inhale the arms up. Squeeze the energy up, lifting Mulband, pelvic floor. Exhale, release. Bring your hands and arms in front of you with the thumbs about eye level. The hands never touch. We'll inhale, sweep them back and down. Exhale, sweep them forward, eye level. They never touch. Inhale, Sat. Exhale, Nam. Find your own rhythm. Good. There's a tendency for the hands to want to go up high. Try to keep those thumbs at eye level. You're doing great. You're about halfway through. Try to let the arms be relaxed in a sense so they can swing. Final 30 seconds. See if you can speed it up a tiny bit. Inhale deeply, holding wherever, just hold the breath. Exhale, let your pointer finger and thumb on each hand touch together. Let the backs of the hands rest on the knees. Notice all the energy circulating and distributing. Let your breath be completely natural. No effort. Notice the sound of the room. And can you even listen for the sound of our collective energy, all of us practicing together? And begin to imagine and visualize light around your body, your aura. Imagine it getting brighter and stronger, expanding. Now begin to breathe with your light. As you breathe a little bit more deeply, your light gets brighter. And find that quality of breath that you found earlier. And let's allow the eyes to float open if they were closed. back to that same Kriya that we began with. Standing in warrior, chanting Satnam. And bending the knees slightly, leaning onto your right foot, step your left foot back and find your position. When you're ready, let's inhale to begin. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat. Inhale deeply. Exhale, step it up. Other side. Sat, Nam, 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 Sat. Inhale. Exhale. Take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale, let out a sigh. And come lying onto your back in Shavasana. You can lie on a sheepskin if you have one. Maybe cover the body with a blanket. And when you come into this pose, try to let your feet be slightly separated. And your arms can rest by the sides. If you tuck the shoulders down a little bit and inward towards the spine, your palms of your hands will naturally face upward. And when the palms face upward, we come into a deeper state of surrender. And we'll rest in this pose for several minutes. As you relax here, notice the sound of your space again. And what happens if you try to listen to our collective space that we've created? Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggling fingers and toes. Circling the wrists and ankles. Stretch the arms up over the head. And hug the knees into the chest. Take a little twist to each side. When you're ready, you can rub the soles of the feet together and the hands together. And eventually let the feet go. Let the hands go. And come rocking up to seated. I'll sing you a blessing. And then we'll sing the Longtime Sun. Pavana Guru Pani Pita Mata Tarahat Mahata Devasarat Dvai Daya Daya Kale Sagala Jagata Changyaya Puriyaya Pache Karamahado Karamo Apo Apani Ke Nare Ketu Jininam Dhyaya Ke Masakataka Nanak Te Mukha Ujale Keti Chuti Nala. Bringing the palms together at the heart. Let's inhale for the Longtime Sun. May the Longtime Sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure love within you guide our true being, our oneness. We say together, Satnam. Thank you all for being here today.